Previously on Darksiders.
Some douche told us to kill another douche. The end. Welcome to Darksiders. We are in the second dungeon.
Yes, we are. He's Ancient Kool-Aid. I'm Quantum Geek.
Yeah, that's an
Let's do this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I like the scenery for this dungeon a lot better than the first one.
I think this is my favorite dungeon. It has the best scenery, and it has good puzzles that are actually kind of fun to solve and not just tedious as hell.
Yeah, if you thought some of the puzzles were a little bit bullshit in the first one, these aren't so much like that.
Yeah.
And the boss is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
So,
she's cute.
we assume it's a she, but
Yeah, I assume everyone's a she until I see a dick.
this boss also does not talk, which is kind of weird.
True.
And it makes you wonder how is it like a chosen one or something for Destroyer, if it's just like some mindless, retarded creature.
I wouldn't say it's mindless, but yeah.
I don't know, it just kind of jumps around, destroys everything, and yells at you.
We're fighting the Griever, by the way, which we fought at the end of the last video, but then she ran away after we punched her really hard.
She's off somewhere.
And these are the worst enemy in the game. These
Well-
little green douchebags that are so fucking annoying.
Well, at least to Nathan.
Until, I'm not going to spoil it completely, but at the very end of this dungeon, we find out the best way to kill them.
Yeah, that was...
Just by accident.
That
so
was interesting, okay.
you'll see it at the very end. But until then, I am not good at killing them. I'm playing this one, by the way, because we've been alternating.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
And on the way to this room, you probably noticed a green crystal on the wall that might give you a hint that we may... Whatever the fuck it is, but that may give you a hint that we may or may not be getting something to break those today.
Yeah. And this is a nice little puzzle room. It's pretty easy. There's one later on which is actually kind of hard, I thought, the first time that I did it. So if you could just avert your eyes to this battle, that would be nice.
I think I was out of the room at this point. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
this one fucker right here.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I wasn't here for this. I'm gonna punch you!
So then I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna use my boomerang.
That's cheating.
And then I miss.
God, you're
And
so...
then I miss again.
Call me retarded.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
You're beat up by a fucking, like, minion creature. Oh, God.
Okay, back to the real game.
Congratulations.
I won. I'm like Charlie Sheen.
I think you might be cooler than Charlie Sheen. Slightly.
Thank you. So this is just some basic using the crossblade to transfer the fire so we can blow up the bomb on the red crystals, to open the door, to progress in the dungeon.
Yeah, one thing I realized not too recently is the fact that these dungeons are a lot more linear than I remember.
They are fairly linear.
Yeah.
By that I mean very linear.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, you like go into a room, you solve the room, you move on. Sometimes you come back, like we'll come back to this room later.
It's not really a bad thing. I mean, it's actually kind of nice in this game, but yeah, it's not, like, complicated. I think in the fourth dungeon, there's actually some good bit of backtracking, but that's for a certain element of that dungeon that actually kind of is cool, but yeah, for this one, it's pretty fun, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say this is probably my favorite dungeon.
Yeah. Especially with the scenery, because I think I pointed out on the thread that you should get as much of the colors here as you can, because some of the areas later are a little bit dry.
Yeah, like this part underwater that we're about to go to is beautiful.
I mean, look at this coral and shit.
Yeah, like plants.
It's very nice. And, came down here for an artifact.
Yes, a soldier artifact.
Like, however the hell many there are.
I think there's one in this dungeon and there's one champion. Or no, overlord.
There's two of them. There's an overlord. No,
Yeah.
no, champion. Yeah.
Champion, yeah.
The overlord's the big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another view of the crystals.
We might get something later that might help us with that.
Maybe. It's not like you're seeing some, like, hook shot points or anything.
This is a new enemy. Kind of looks the same, but it's a bitch.
Yeah, it's a reskin of a previous enemy, but it's different.
He goes into that little spinny thingy, which also makes him invulnerable to my attack. Very annoying.
No, Nathan's just retarded to miss with the power.
No, I hit him straight on, and it didn't hit him.
I don't know, man. I think the video proves differently. But at least you're hitting him now.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are kind of annoying.
So we fought one, now we have to fight two.
Dear God. These trample here.
Yeah. Next up, we're gonna have to fight 3 of. No, actually, I don't think so.
Get a little bit backswing.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm better at hitting them with the backswing of my power strike than I am when they're straight on. Like that, I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Speaking of moves, we were planning to pick up some more moves for the dungeon, but we figured out that when you jump down that big hole before you come down the dungeon, you can't actually get back out without the item in this dungeon. So
yeah. So there's no Bulgrim location in this specific dungeon, and there wasn't one after the wolf thing. We could have backtracked a little bit, but we didn't think about it at the time, so we apologize. Although it has the added benefit of we're going to get to buy some moves for a potential new weapon that we might or might not get in this dungeon, maybe. So, yeah.
Who knows?
At the end of this video, we're going to buy a bunch of moves. So just wait. I apologize.
Yeah. We do use a, whatever the hell the fire one's called, the fire wrath power a couple times.
Is that Immolation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Use it a couple times.
That was pretty cool. I think I also used Stone Scan and I used Blade Geyser a couple times just to mix it up.
One thing you might notice later is that for some reason cutscenes take you out of your wrath power, which is kind of annoying.
A little bit.
You'd think it would just pause the meter and presume it's done, but no, it's just
yeah.
But yeah, just to avoid these guys. I don't know if these guys actually appear in any other part of the game. I'm not sure.
Then we gotta fight the Kool-Aid Man.
Pretty much. It's just breaking shit everywhere.
But I'm going to Chaos form here just to save some time.
Yeah, some of the damage sponge enemies are a little bit annoying too.
Yeah, that guy takes forever when you're just fighting him normally. Especially with all those other guys around. So I just use this.
I'm glad you had this mode in this game. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very helpful in some of the later battles.
Yeah, there's some later parts of the game where it just starts shooting enemies that you can never handle.
I played through this on Apocalyptic the first time, and I didn't think most of it was pretty easy, but there were a couple battles that I was really glad that I had Chaos form.
And here's piece 6 of the Abyssal Armor.
Yeah, we are very close.
Yeah, we're only at the second dungeon, which tells you, well, we'll be getting the last piece a good bit into the game, but we'll have it for the final boss.
Yeah, the last piece is in one of the last areas you can go to before you go to the final boss, so...
Pretty much.
We have most of the pieces already, 2/3, almost, but we'll have to wait.
It's good that we both played this game before, because we're collecting these items as we go, except for some that are a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, there's some that you have to, like, go back to, because you don't have the correct weapon at the beginning of each dungeon to use it, but we'll do those in a collection video or something like that.
Yeah, like we said, it's just going to be some completely bullshit video of us being retarded for, like, 45 minutes, probably.
Yeah, we'll, like, sing or make up poems or something.
Dylan don't sing. But,
we'll all sing.
Yeah, if you saw there, he decided to demonstrate there's a fan there, and that's why we can go that way.
Yeah, like, we know what we're doing in this game since we both played it, so a lot of times we kind of skip the, oh, I can't go this way yet, I have to go do this. But I just decided to show it there, just to show you why we're doing this.
Yeah.
That's another weapon enhancement, which I believe I equip right now onto the scythe.
Because it's a lot better than the one you already have on it.
Yes, it is much better.
Wait, did you equip the Bloodthirst to the scythe?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
But if you notice at the very beginning of this little underwater part, there was a door blocked by the beholder key, so we have to go get the beholder key. But to do that, we have to turn off the fan, that fan, so we can swim to the beholder key.
Yeah, for some reason, they just stuff a lot of collectible shit in this little area.
Yeah, there's the Abyssal Armor piece, this Wrath Shard, there was the weapon enhancement. I guess technically a beholder key.
Oh, yeah. I think they just kind of ran out of ideas where to put them and just stuffed them in this place. I
Yeah.
don't really know.
You have to go to that room to progress in the dungeon, so it's kind of weird they put the Wrath Shard in there.
Yeah, I don't really understand the whole put a couple of collectible items where you're supposed to go anyways.
Like, you have to go to that room.
If they're going to hide like 80% of them anyways, why do that?
So now we're going back to where the fan was, and we can swim down this hallway now.
Oh my god, amazing gameplay.
Yeah.
Here's the beholder key. And yeah, we just went to that little convoluted area for the beholder key. It's wonderful.
Yep. I hate these fish also. They're really easy to kill, but they don't give you any souls.
Yeah, they're just another throwaway enemy.
I normally just ignore them. just because even if they do hit you, they do so little damage, it doesn't matter.
They're just there to annoy you for no reason.
Yeah.
I would prefer if they actually had like smaller fish swimming around there or something.
That would have been kind of cool. But
hey, look, a thing.
Yeah. So this is something.
I wonder what this is. Oh fuck! Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
We get the punchy fist.
The power glove.
Mine's better.
No, mine's better. Mine's a reference to the wizard.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yes, it was. Technically, this is called the Tremor Gauntlet.
Yeah, fuck that. It's the punchy fist.
It's the power glove. We can break those crystal things, as you just saw. It also knocks enemies back in combat. And if you're like carrying an object, like some of those big blocks, you can hit it with the gauntlet and it'll send it flying.
Yeah, it's got its uses, definitely.
I think this is also the first time we fight this enemy.
Yes, it is.
He's kind of annoying because he attacks really fast, and also decides to throw you into a wall here. They also have 2 big kill move times. The first one doesn't actually kill them.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
I'll show you what happens when we do it here in a minute.
I like its design.
Yeah.
And even though you just got the gauntlet and it's the item for the dungeon, you do this big fight after it. The gauntlet does not help very much against these guys.
Yeah, the gauntlet's really good against small enemies who it knocks back. It doesn't do a lot of damage. There's some cool moves for it, but we don't have a chance to buy them until after this dungeon.
Yeah, we're saving up for those moves.
I mean, we're going to buy them the first chance we get because there's some actually really cool ones.
As you can see, with the first B move here, you're Ghost Riding the Demon.
Yeah, you're riding that dude, and he pretty much kills everything in his path. You can kind of steer him; it's a little hard. But,
yeah, you should rip off one of his horns just to show you that you've already done one of the moves.
Yeah.
And as you can probably guess, with the second one, you do it again. But yeah, they're just another medium-sized enemy.
I pretty much just focus on the big one because you can then use him to kill all the little ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best strategy, but it works. Again, like, I beat this game on apocalyptic difficulty, but you really don't have to try to beat it on normal, so I'll just kind of do whatever I feel like, whatever feels fun. So here's a nice kill move.
Nice cinematic cutscene right there.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
Unfortunately, it does not do that again for the rest of the video. The cinematic kill moves are kind of rare for things.
Yeah, the camera is kind of finicky sometimes when you're trying to do that. And look, we get to fight another one.
Hey, speaking of the second wave, last time when he was, well, probably like the first time he was playing through the dungeon recording, for some reason the second wave did not spawn, so for you 5 minutes of him running around the circle throwing the crossbow at the demon gate thingy to try to get them open, because the second wave did not spawn.
Yeah, so we had to restart the dungeon.
Yeah, that was annoying, you can imagine.
You notice our blade, our Chaos Eater sword just leveled up.
Yeah, you definitely want to level up the Chaos Eater. It's your main weapon.
Yeah.
For a reason.
So right here, I just go ahead and throw, or I actually hotkey Immolation so I can use it.
Yes.
Immolation, which we're about to use, lights you on fire, and then every time you touch an enemy or hit them with one of your weapons, they're dealt damage and they're set on fire.
It's pretty badass.
There's actually a pretty cool place here at the very end. I actually kill someone by walking into them.
Yeah, it's probably the most awesome of the Wrath powers.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. But I ran out of Wrath, so it ended. I think I used it again at some point.
Yeah, I remember you doing that.
I'm also about to die. This battle has been like fucking long.
Ghost Wrath the Demon.
I think this is like the third time I've had to kill one of these guys.
Ghost Wrath the Demon. Ghost Wrath the Demon. Ghost Wrath the Demon.
Luckily there's a health chest right there.
Yeah, the health chests are actually kind of nicely spaced out this one.
Yeah.
Unlike the last time when there's 30 fucking health chests for you fighting the angels and the whole thing.
If I run apocalyptic, I'd have to actually try in here, but I'm just kind of doing whatever. I think I might even pull out my horn at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
And also I killed him without B move. Didn't ever show it to me.
For what? And hey, get this. See that chest there? Guess what it has in it? A beholder key. And guess what's right across the room from you? A beholder door. Why is that needed? I don't know.
So there we use the Tremor Gauntlet. If you hold down the Y button, it goes into a little charge up mode, and then you can break stuff.
Unfortunately, that's the only way you can break the crystal. You cannot just punch them. I wish you could, but eh.
Yeah.
Like I said, why is this beholder key there? I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like they could have just put the door in that alcove.
Yeah, they could have just put one of those like demon gate thingies or whatever, like the red ones.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Whatever.
Artificially linked in the game.
And hey, let's use that item we just got again.
So this is actually kind of cool. Now we're basically going to go back through the dungeon that we just went through, but now we get to break through all the little doors.
Yeah, it is backtracking, but it actually isn't.
It's not much backtracking.
It's not bad backtracking, really.
We're going a different route. We kind of crisscross.
And see, your war.
But this is a new room, so we'll do this room first, and then we go back.
Yeah, the thing is, your war, so you're pretty much going to be breaking everything around you, so. Especially in this dungeon, you're pretty much trashing everything.
Yeah.
And then there's a weird little puzzle here involving your new item and its little special function with pushable items, which, like Nathan said, is punching them and they fly very far.
Yeah, which we have to use.
Oh, wonderful. This puzzle is a little bit annoying, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Well, not compared to, like, the first dungeon. Some of that shit was just stupid.
This puzzle, this one's like, they tell you exactly what to do, so it's not hard in any way.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of a little finicky, because you gotta, like, jump across platforms and knock this thing back and forth. And, yeah.
Now, see, what I heard is that the first dungeon in the game was the demo for Darksiders.
Yeah.
Now, what my question is, why the hell did they think that was a good idea? Because the first dungeon is boring as fuck.
When Darksiders first came out, I actually played through the demo, and I liked the dungeon, but I didn't understand what was going on. Like, Navi would pop up, and I'd be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I gotta understand that too. I think a better introduction to the game would have been the actual introduction that they put in the game.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking awesome.
The little very first level, when you have all the powers, and it tells you what to do, and
you're just
there's shit blowing up everywhere.
And you're just being war. That's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
But no, let's throw you in the middle of the first dungeon. I don't know why.
That's a nice camera angle. Some hammer shots.
But yeah.
So you see we're raising these platforms up. Each one can go up or down, but this other one we actually have to lower first. And there's also an artifact. Another soldier one.
Yeah, and unfortunately when you get this, you cannot fly back to the platform across from you.
I believe if you lower, you can lower this platform, but I believe if you lower it, you can't make the jump the other direction.
Nope.
So, I think that's true. I think that's how I tried it the first time. It didn't work. So, if it is, then I apologize for this extra 10 seconds. And if not, then I told you so.
Should you be apologizing for another thing that happens right after this?
What are you talking about? You talking when you bumped your controller?
No.
Yeah, I was standing right here, and he bumped into my controller right as I tried to jump. So
yeah,
he made
bullshit.
me not jump.
Yeah, you're sitting
Okay,
across
I totally pressed the jump button.
Yeah, like I said before, sometimes the game doesn't want to make you jump when you're right on the edge of a platform, which more often than not leads you to falling off the platform, so it's not that fun.
Yeah, another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Whatever. I apologize.
No, shut down everything. We're starting over the recording again.
We'll do it live!
Yeah, we'll just see how the collection video goes.
Yeah,
That's maybe.
Where am I?
God.
I'm lost.
It's probably just be us swearing a lot.
Yeah. So, puzzle completed, pretty much.
Dun 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 dun! You made a puzzle complete! Yay!
We're like Will Shorts up in here.
Yeah, he kind of whipped a couple times.
Actually, I think you can't grab it while the platform's rising.
Yeah, excuses.
Yeah, gameplay.
Hey, let's use that item again. Yay! I don't know why there's mist coming off those crystals. They're made of ice.
They're so cold, man.
Well, if they're made of ice, why do you need a special glove to break them?
You need a power glove to break them.
But you can set yourself on fire.
So here I use the power glove against these guys, which actually works pretty well. It's just sometimes they're hard to attack.
Punchy Fist is a great re-bat killer.
Yeah, when you jump,
Also, ripping off their head works well too.
sometimes when you can catch them.
Which Nathan cannot do 90% of the time.
I can, most of the time.
Like I just said.
That one dude was a bitch. Other than that, anyway.
You say I'm retarded. You just sit here getting gang raped by bats.
I just killed all of them. So this is that room that we actually got the power glove in. If you look down.
Except we're a level up.
Kind of cool. Yeah, we're backtracking.
As you can notice, the scenery is kind of nice in these places with all the greenery everywhere. On those kind of greenery things.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this game is a little bit lacking in it, but hey, whatever.
Oh my god, it's a monster!
Ah!
Yeah, that's Griever.
Oh my god, a headache!
All, like, on my head. I actually did that on purpose. Like, for real. Because, I'm not joking, I did that on purpose to show you that.
No, you didn't.
No, I really did.
That's bullshit.
I'm not kidding. These are more of these stupid, spinny fireball dudes. We'll call them Walters.
Let's look at Charles.
Really? Charles?
Yes, Charles.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if they're dead anyway.
Now they are.
Yeah, the Grievers decide to be a bitch.
Looks like she played you again. If you don't succeed,
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the point of that little interlude from Mark Hamill was.
You also, if you notice, for both these first two dungeons, we're kind of watching the boss the whole time. Like, the boss is kind of weaving in and out of our dungeoneering. Tiamat did it in Twilight Cathedral, and now Griever's doing it.
Yeah, in the third dungeon, you really call it a dungeon, that's not going to happen. But, it's interesting, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a much cooler boss than Tiamat anyway, so I don't mind it at all.
The Griever is pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's like a crab, I don't know.
Crab insect.
You guys played Borderlands, she kind of reminded me of Cromerax, only nowhere near as big.
And not a giant purple lobster.
Well, she's kind of like a giant pink lobster, because she's a girl.
Yeah, let's go with that. I can assign some sort of color of it or whatever. Hey, look! Water.
Yeah, so this is that first room. Now the water's gone, and we unlocked a new puzzle.
Yeah, remember that? Now
Yeah.
there's trains at the bottom.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Yay! You broke a thing, you flooded shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this puzzle's a little bit annoying. Now, we kind of thought there'd be something to find in this room. Because I don't know. I could have sworn there was something to find in here, but there was not. But
We already got everything upstairs. By that I mean there's nothing in this room.
yeah, fortunately, on this recording, we did not run around looking for something for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the first time we played through this. Well, the first time we played through this game, I looked everywhere. And I pretty much got everything the first time through.
Yeah.
So now we unlocked this little switch, which was previously submerged. And it does this.
Yeah, see, before, you couldn't pull the switch because the thing is, get this, there's a couple inches of water on the switch before, that's why you cannot pull it.
Yeah, man. Water is impervious to switches.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Kind of reminds me of like the Silent Hill Homecoming, I think it was, when you had to actually drain the water out of your basement just to open up the door.
So we showed it very briefly when we broke the first thing, but there's a tunnel down there with the hello meal up near the ceiling, and we can't quite reach it, so we need to get a platform over there. And if you were playing through this the first time, you might try that little short one, but it is not tall enough.
Nope.
So we need to get this train over to the other side. So you gotta drag it onto this little circle doodad.
It's the best section of the game for any train enthusiast out there.
Yeah, if you like model trains, that's not a model.
There's a part later, which is the worst part of the game for train enthusiasts.
So I guess this is like a train station, this whole thing.
Subway, train station, I don't know, it's something
It's
like
kind of
that.
weird, because there's a lot of train cars throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. It's an interesting setting.
So then, we can punch it there.
There you go.
Oh my god, we solved the puzzle. Maybe we should climb up this thing. I wonder.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're not listening to the audio when we're recording this.
Keep that in mind. I think
Yeah.
I intentionally did that off time, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you were off, slow, and really flat.
You did a puzzle.
I should make that my ringtone. So
No
it's
one-
like every time that someone texts me, it's like, I just solved the puzzle.
But no one would get what the hell it is.
I would get it.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah. I'm like the only one that matters.
And that door right there is a shortcut back to an early part of the dungeon, which is there for some reason.
So now we're going back to that first room that we fought the Griever in the first time.
Yes.
Kind of cool. Kind of back traverse.
Like I said, it's backtracking, but it's actually kind of fluid the way it's done.
It's like we're going through the same rooms, but we're going through different parts of them.
Yes. Like I said, this dungeon isn't that bad. I have no beef against it, and my judgment is not flawed because I'm not the one playing this, but...
Why aren't you wearing your pessimist pants, man?
Well, because I wasn't the one playing today. That's why.
Tell me something you hate about this dungeon.
Well, these things partially because I kind of fucked up horribly against them when I first played the game myself. I don't know how, but I did.
Yeah, this is a new enemy. We fight another enemy very similar to this, except worse later on. That's probably one of my least favorite enemies in the game.
I think I know what you're talking about, and fuck those things horribly.
They're blue,
Fuck them.
and yeah.
There's
Anyway,
a horn.
The horn actually works pretty well against them, except it does very little damage.
The horn gets more action here.
It does more damage than me missing, I guess. But, you know, whatever.
But yeah, these people got... I think they're actually supposed to say something, but they don't. For some reason, I think it's because he just ripped their head off really quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. I killed him pretty quick.
Because I remember the first one that's supposed to say, like, something about you being Samael's pet.
So there's a little chaos more action.
And the second one says something about my sister's warned about you or something. I don't know.
So it's like a nunnery? Oh, there's nuns.
Demon nuns? I don't
So
know.
we're gonna call those demon nuns. That's a nice camera angle.
All the numbers.
No, Walter's the old dude, so it's been...
I'll call those Charles. Look at these are Francis.
Francis's? What?
Yes.
No.
Francis.
Francine's?
Mies.
Francis?
Yes.
That's not even a word.
Not my foot fucking trying.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the last of those bitches, I think. Yeah, we're in the big main room. We're going to go to the other door. That's the big main area. That's your uncle. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
By the way, you can only have one of the weapons equipped, being the charm gauntlet or the scythe. You can only have one at a time, but if you just press down on the D-pad, it'll switch.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So I switched back and forth a couple times, just mix it up.
And some people might complain about the fact there's only like 3 main weapons to use, but that's actually kind of nice in this game. It keeps it a little bit simple.
Yeah, I mean, there's the 3 main weapons, and then I think there's like 8 gear and equipment, they call it, being like the horn, the boomerang.
Yeah, but some of those are very obviously not very good for fighting normally.
Yeah, we're gonna get a weird one at the end of this video, actually.
Yeah,
I won't spoil it though.
It's a thing.
Just cleaning up a couple of blue chests here.
Yeah. Like I said, good thing is, with us not being able to get back to Volgrim earlier, we can use a lot of the supply moves for the gauntlet, which is really nice.
Yeah, so we'll get some cool news at the end of this. Next video, we're gonna gauntlet it up.
And Nathan did a scientific experiment, and no benches do not break the ice things.
No, they're not a very good icebreaker.
Oh, here's a soda machine. Let's drink some Sprung.
Sprung. Is that from GTA?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm of the belief that that would actually activate the platform. But yeah,
I don't think it would have.
But that's because you missed. You don't want to retarded.
I don't think it would have. Really, though.
I think it would. But yeah, that hallway is completely pointless, and I don't know why they have the water floating platforms there, because you never go back.
It just artificially lengthens the game.
It did.
Yeah. Hey, look, puzzle.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck do you do here? Oh, look, they're on fire, but I don't have a bomb. Where do I go?
Trains.
Well, not behind the trains, but it's later.
There's something else back here.
Oh my god!
A heart piece. Yeah.
How about a conductor? Yeah, there's the left-hand shard.
So, if this were Legend of Zelda, what temple would this be? And by Legend of Zelda, I mean Ocarina of Time.
Oh, duh. This would be, well, with the overabundance of water, I'd say.
Forest or water?
I'd say it's a mixture of both.
It's not stupid like the water temple, though.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to constantly equip and unequip the fire moves.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it-
horrible.
I've heard that the remake of it for like 3DS equipment all it is to make it so you can just equip the button.
Yeah, that's because I said that last time.
All the other stuff. Well, I just said it now, which means I'm the smart sounding one, so deal with it.
I actually saw someone playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and it's on the touch screen at the bottom. You have your stuff, and you can just touch it. So it is not actually a quote-unquote C button item, but you can just touch it on and off without going to it.
Yeah, well, you're stupid.
I'm sorry, did you repeat what I said uninformed and make a mistake?
But I sounded more awesome than you.
Really?
Yes,
No.
yes. Here's
There's
the
also...
bomb.
So we tried another scientific experiment here. We tried to see if I could throw this through the fire and ignite it.
Speed running! Oh no, it doesn't do
Instead,
that.
it just does that.
It just, like, sucks under the wall. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not where I was aiming at all. Anyway. Luckily, you can pick up those bombs as much as you want until they blow up.
And that puzzle's done.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Yay! And here's a weird little room with a thing in it that we'll come back to later.
A chasm, if you will. More green deuce pads. Those aren't really deuce pads. Those are more like green fireflies.
Yeah, man, they totally look like fireflies.
They do. They got like a little firefly bud at the bottom.
I think they just have lighter green tails.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Same thing.
I'm not an expert in the hellbent stuff.
Well, I am.
Yeah. And here's our blue.
Hey, I need to get across there, but I can't make it.
Oh no! He ran his head into a thing there.
I'm going to swim down. Ow.
Swim long enough, it'll break.
Yeah. So we need to get across that gap somehow. Maybe we should go to this other area they let us go to.
Jump into the water and go in this hole. Another one of those things you have to see in a while.
Yeah. Mechanics.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't put one of those in the dungeon. Just put it right here instead of hell oatmeal. Okay.
Hey, look, here's a puzzle.
Yeah, another puzzle.
Yeah, this is, like I said, you're going to be breaking a lot of shit in this place. Here's a big start for you.
Yeah, so we need to turn that switch.
Free up some gears. Remember from the first dungeon, these crystal shit seems like going around gears or some reason. Like the red stuff in the first dungeon.
What is that shit even? Is it ice?
I think it's ice. It's like spitting out.
But it's like next to water. And sometimes it's in water.
I don't know.
And ice doesn't just form like that.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like it's crystal, but why is there crystals everywhere?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
What does this do? Oh, it's the apocalypse. Oh, let's go with that. Well, it's supposed to be the apocalypse, but it's not, maybe.
There was actually, when we were playing through this earlier, not recording, I threw the bomb across the water and it hit one of the green things and killed it like right in front of me.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
I didn't think that could happen, but it did.
Yeah, physics, whatever.
As you just saw, the lock-on, auto lock-on can be kind of annoying at times if there's a little fucking green things flying around.
Yeah, so they're kind of annoying all around.
Yeah, the little minion enemies are just annoying as shit. Well, they're probably supposed to be, so hey, it did it well.
Yeah, there's also a lot of them.
Well, yeah, that's kind of their point. Of course, you haven't seen enough yet, and much later there's a lot more.
Technically speaking, we killed tons of these earlier when we were doing the Panzer Dragoon section, riding the Ancient. We
Yes.
fought lots of these little guys.
Do you remember that?
If you endured that with us, then I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, that section is just bad.
That is my favorite part of the whole game.
You're retarded.
No, I'm not. My mom's a special.
I'm a special boy.
Yeah. I ate Iams when I was a kid, so I'm going to grow to be a strong pup.
Yay. Oh, it tastes like delicious. Oh, here's a...
Tastes like delicious.
And here's a spiker thing. It breaks the floor.
Yeah, we're just fucking shit up in this dungeon.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hey, look, we can get that thing now. Guess what it is? I'll give you...
Very important.
There's only 3 things I can be in this chest. I'll give you, like, one
Maybe
guess.
a map, or a Horde Seeker, or
Maybe the thing we need to open up a door.
a beholder
map.
key.
It's a map.
We already have the map.
We get 2 maps.
We don't yet have the Horde Seeker, but we will get that eventually.
Yeah, those are always got, like, late in the dungeon for some reason.
Yeah.
When you probably already passed all the shit in the dungeon. Like, oh, god damn it.
I mean, we're going to show you where everything in this dungeon is. In fact, this is one of the dungeons you don't have to go back to.
Yes, you can eat everything in this dungeon with no special items, except for the one from the dungeon, but you already have it by then.
Now this is a little super secret champion artifact.
Not really.
That would be hard to find.
I don't know, I think my treasure sense would tingle if there's like a big pit to jump into.
Yeah, maybe. You have to wait till the water has been filled up before you jump in there. You can't swim up to the artifact.
You can't get in the first part, but no, you cannot get in the second part without water.
Yeah, so
Because War cannot jump.
you can jump twice per jump.
Somehow.
I don't know.
Double jump is strange. And thankfully the Trevor Gauntlet's great for these things.
It's pretty good if you can actually hit them.
Yeah. If.
If you jump up in the air and do a Tremor Gauntlet hit, it'll kill them in one hit. And you can actually kill a couple at a time.
For some reason, the ground one is only will kill them in 2 hits. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
It don't work.
Stab that eye, man.
That's another weird mechanic. I'm not sure why it's like that.
It's kind of weird. Oh my god!
Hey, you know trains? You like trains? Well, here's some trains getting brutally murdered.
No.
Yeah. Hey, that's a hint of what's going to happen if you
Yeah.
walking down that tunnel.
There's a train here that I can throw down this tunnel.
Hey, look! I'm going to punch it. Ugh.
I don't know if it actually kills you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've never actually gotten eaten by one of these before. I don't know what happens.
We should have done it for scientific purposes.
I'm guessing it's a B thing, like mash B to get out. I don't know.
I think it's pretty brutal though. I mean, it effed up that train.
Yeah, it's kind of a. You gotta wonder how some of these like hell creatures like evolve. What is the point of that thing? Just to sit in the wall waiting for something to walk by once every 100 years?
Yeah, evolution doesn't explain everything.
Especially not in this game.
Well, this game is biblical, I guess. In the sense that we're... I don't know.
It's biblical in the sense that it takes like
But this
Christian mythology and just completely rapes it like 30 ways.
Aren't the 4 horsemen in Christian mythology different?
Yeah. For some reason, like I said,
So this isn't really biblical at all. And I don't think the Bible talks about shit like this. If it would, I would have read it more of.
maybe. But for some reason, like I said, the 4 horsemen in this game are war, death, fury, and strife. Which is probably one equal higher to than fury and strife. The answer is I don't know. Because they felt like it. Here's some stones again, actually.
Yeah, but then it cuts me out of it when I go to that. So...
Hooray!
kind of annoying.
Fortunately, you keep all the crap that you do not use.
I believe I used immolation here, though. But,
Yes, I remember you do. For some reason, you did not move that guy.
I was just wailing on him.
Be retard. Wait, use chaos form.
Do I use chaos form?
I do.
Oh, I think I use chaos form, but then I immediately go to B move and it takes me out of it.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was kind of stupid. I didn't realize it would do that. I've never tried it before. So I like do it, and I'm just like,
oh, hey, there we go.
okay. I mean, it worked out well because I killed the guy.
Ghost rat the deep. Ghost rat the deep. Ghost rat the deep. There you go.
Ride the cow.
I'm not sure why it is. The game is very strange sometimes when it comes to B moves. It'll completely cancel everything you're doing otherwise and do the B move.
Yeah. You're like invincible and like other. So that's immolation.
It just lets you do the B moves.
Yeah.
And this is, like I said, the coolest looking wrath power.
That guy was trapped in the corner. So I killed him.
Yeah, I think this is where you kill a dude by walking into a wall of fire.
Yeah, I think it's the last guy. So pay attention. Not him. Bam! Yeah!
Yeah, there's not much else to say. I think this dungeon is getting near to the end, sort of.
Yeah, we're almost done with it, but
There's like another puzzle room, isn't there?
this was kind of funny also. The first time we played through this, I didn't realize that guy was there.
It's like, hey, look, a soldier! Oh god, no! It's
Yeah, so I walked up and he was just like, Folk.
Didn't even expect it. It just surprised the hell out of me, too.
Because that's like the only one of those in this whole dungeon.
Seriously, they don't use
It's-
it very often.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of just like, hey, we didn't have this mechanic in the dungeon. Let's just put one right here.
It's sort of just like a hey, fuck you moment.
We didn't have Shadow Flight? Yeah, we'll just put one right here and raise that part of the level up 20 feet.
Yay,
Which,
Horde
you know,
Seeker.
whatever.
Now we can find all the chests that are all the way back in the other parts of the dungeon we've already been through. Thank you, game.
Yeah. I kind of get a little turned around here. Just for like 4 seconds, though.
And
They both look the same, man.
Meanwhile, he was retarded.
Yeah.
Where
Here
am
we
I
go.
going?
Now I know where I am. Another one of those nuns.
Whatever the hell they are.
Nuns.
Flying.
The
Swords.
Flying Duchess. Actually, a good name.
I think if we try to put names to these things, we'll go insane. They're like horn.
Yeah. I horned her. In the corner.
At least you didn't say you're a horn dog again. That's cool.
I think that's illegal in a couple states.
Maybe.
Horning nuns.
I'm not sure whether or not those laws apply anymore since everybody is.
Wait, what state are we in? We were in New York. I think we're still in New York.
Joe?
So would this be like
Yes.
the Manhattan train station or something? I don't know if it's called like Union.
Union Station? Yeah. I don't think that's in New York.
Well, that's one here, but
We don't know geography, folks.
New York's like that one up there with the far away place that has the city with the same name, isn't it?
Wherever the fuck we are, it's not that anymore.
Yeah, I know where New York is. I'm just kidding. I took geography in second grade.
I remember taking tests to match the capitals to the states, and I did horribly on them, because why the hell do they expect like an 8-year-old to know that?
Yeah. So we just opened this door, which I guess we could have swum down here and saw that it was closed and then gone back, but yeah, why?
Well, been the same reason why you did the van earlier, I guess.
Oh yeah, I could have shown you, but whatever.
I don't think anybody's gonna grudge us for it.
Puzzle section time.
Not really a puzzle, it's more of like, hey, let's break some more shit.
This is mildly puzzling.
Oh, it's puzzling for you.
No, I did it. Like I'm good at this part. You saw there was a raptor shard thing up there. Can't quite get it yet.
No, trust us, we'll get it later. Hey, what's behind door number 2?
This is door number 1.
Oh my god, water!
Yeah, water.
Dude, saw that coming. And thankfully he went right to the right. Thankfully he went to right to the correct place right now.
It's because I knew where to go.
Well, the first recording you did. Well, the first
recording.
the test run through.
Oh yeah, we went through the dungeon just because I haven't played this game in like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, for every episode we do, we play through the section like beforehand with the recording. Like
just so we don't have to like backtrack and we know where to go.
Yeah, I've seen some LPs or people who don't really know what they're doing and they kind of stumble around a bit. Even if it's post commentary, it's just like, why the hell did you do this? I don't know, they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's how we make sausages.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Water and lots of anger.
Just an ounce of love.
Bang. Yeah, here's a health chest. It isn't the adult.
Yeah. These green guys will probably fuck me up good though.
No, they only damage you a little bit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you didn't fuck up horribly this time.
I take my anger out on them by ripping them in half. So.
That's actually a pretty bitchy move.
Sadly, that small amount of health that I could have healed is going to come in handy later.
Hey, guess what?
No,
We're at the boss.
Yeah, we're at Splash Mountain.
Woo!
Yeah!
I spoiled it.
Crystals.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is kind of weird.
Why is doing this with the parent? Love a huge bitch.
So, boss battle time.
Yes. This boss is...
If you notice the giant red skull on the map, this is the final time we fight this boss.
Yeah, so you'd never be able to tell before.
Yeah. So you have to clear out those little things there. This actually is an interesting mechanic.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nice.
And then you gotta do something with this. What could it be? What's the other mechanic we used? Oh, you gotta throw it.
Decapper. Now, yeah, this boss is easier than Tiamat.
There's actually a trick.
More interesting.
When she throws this back, you have to immediately grab it and throw it. Because she starts dropping these rocks on you, and if you don't do it immediately, you gotta wait through the whole rock thing, which actually miss it later, so you'll see. But,
you just smashed her rock rolling.
Yeah, she got mad.
And somehow catapulted you towards her. I don't know if that happened.
So then you gotta do it again. 3 more times.
Yeah, this is pretty much the boss, I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
And then she's all like, children, go free!
Yeah, this is the reason why we think this thing's a female, because it spits out a bunch of things.
Yeah. So, lots of them.
Yeah. Said, we'll find an interesting way to kill these in a little bit. I think it's after this time.
You'll see it the next time it happens.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that it happened. Completely by accident.
Yeah. So again, you gotta hit her twice.
Yeah. Once again, I apologize for the Tiamat fight, because apparently you can do the law task with the sword, but I didn't know.
Yeah, you're horrible at this.
Yeah, it's horrible. She's around a green back in 5 minutes.
Hey, it was not 5 minutes.
At least I was having trouble against the boss.
That bat was really high up in the air, man.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. You can stab her, get her...
Ow, her power button? I mean,
Groin.
what is that?
Groin kidney, I don't know. It's just something. Maybe you're stabbing her in the heart somehow, the one you take out later.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we?
If you notice, the sound she makes is just like the horn.
So this is weird. I use the horn, and
Hey!
it kills everything.
Look at that.
Apparently that thing kills the horn, like, really easily. You just kind of blow it. No one can hurt you.
Horn against horn. That's pretty much it.
So, yeah. Note to self. Use the horn.
Yeah, those completely bags.
Awesome. And I think I was laughing so hard that I didn't get this part in time.
Well, for the purpose of the LP, you
Yeah, I
get to see
missed
what
it.
happens
So,
here.
this is what happens if you don't do it in time. You get hit by the rock, and then you just kind of gotta wait it out.
I think you're technically not supposed to be able to do that a second time, but they didn't program
Yeah, I
this
don't
very
think you're
well.
supposed to.
They should have made her do this faster.
Because every time you try to do it, the rock hits you. So,
I mean, you can get it off like randomly during the rock bump section.
get it off randomly.
Yes, you can
During
punch
the-
the thing randomly during the rock section.
So, you just gotta wait for it to be done, and then you can do it.
But yeah, the fight is a lot quicker. You're able to catch him back.
Yeah, which I did it every time except for once. The first time I played through on Apocalyptic, I just kind of accidentally did it.
I think this might be it.
I think there's one more.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's one more.
Yes. I don't already tell you like 4 times.
Because I was thinking about going to the Chaos form just for fun.
How will that work?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure there'd really be much point because it's going to take the same amount of time.
But now we know the secret, and I just...
Yeah, apparently it kills everything around you, not just where the direction the horn is.
Yeah, sound waves. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it just explodes the blood down these bads.
So yeah, if you're ever playing through this game yourself, keep that in mind.
Good mad pornographic up in here.
Yeah.
And yeah, here's the last time. As you see her death beat.
Well, I have to do this twice.
Yeah.
She kicks it back out. She always kicks it in the same place, so that kind of makes it easy.
And on top, you can hit by a rock again.
I don't think you can make it and not get hit by the rock, but that's a small price to pay for
Well,
saving like all that time.
enjoy this really fucking brutal kill scene.
Yeah, man, you're a heathen.
But yeah,
We just got a heart.
container.
Heart number 2 of 4. See, we got a heart. And we also got a heart.
Yay! One's useful, one's not.
Yes. Now we get to work.
2 down, 2 to go. You might make it to the tower after all. Then the real fun begins. Now, let's get this thing back to Samael.
Welcome back, horseman. You could have knocked, but I suppose that isn't your way, is it?
Why are you here?
Strange question, seeing as how you're the one broke into my house.
You weren't always the Black Hammer. You huddle in exile, a hermit among tombstones. Why? What role did you play in this, Ulthane?
Horseman, I've got something for you. A fair bit of work, but it's a bit dainty for me. It'll serve you better.
You didn't answer my question, old one.
Maybe I liked the scenery, was it to you? You asked for my help and I gave it. You go on being ungrateful and I'm liable to get upset. Do I look like I'm afraid of death, boy?
It's not death you should fear.
Yeah, so this game takes a wildly different turn, and now it becomes an FPS.
Shit's an FPS now, motherfuckers.
Well, I guess technically a third-person shooter, so... But yeah, we can, we have a gun.
Yeah, who saw this coming?
Don't know why at all.
Yeah.
It's also not very useful.
Not at all, unfortunately. It shows like a really good use for it right out here.
We will need it in the next dungeon,
Maybe.
and this is the only other use for it, killing birds.
Yeah, he uses a little bit later against some actual enemies, and you'll see why it's not that fun or actually good to use. Yeah.
That's right, I sniped him.
I think it's either Fury or Strife. I think it may be Strife that uses pistols in this game. I don't know why. Well, in the universe of this game.
Yeah, that's in the Codex pages.
Something like that. Fury is female, I think, and she uses like a whip or something. A flaming whip or something. I don't know. Strife is like some weird robotic looking dude with pistols. Death is, well, kind of anime looking. I don't know. Yeah. Trade some artifacts, buy some new stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of souls.
If you see the impact rounds there on the menu, what they do is increase the damage of the gun. And you'll see later why that's not that useful anyways.
So we get some good... That harpoon tackle's pretty powerful. Meteor launch is nice, and the Earthbreaker I really like.
The moves for the gauntlet are pretty damn nice.
Yeah, I upgraded the gauntlet because I'm going to be using that one a little bit more.
There's really no bad moves for the gauntlet.
Some of them are a little weird, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
So there, we just bought a lot of new moves, which we will use in the next video.
Yes. Like I said, we would have bought them before, but unfortunately we cannot get back out.
Yeah, but now we can.
Here's a serpent hole.
Yeah. And travel very quickly.
And if you didn't realize already, we're just getting this hard back to semi-out before we the video.
Yeah, we decided to include that in this video. One, because this video is not quite as long.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just better at dungeons than Agent Kool-Aid is.
Dude, it's an easier dungeon shit.
Whatever. I made it easier with my mad skills.
Your bat killing skills.
Well, actually, I did raid that boss pretty hard. I do say so myself.
You and your sweet bat killing skills.
Oh, just a small side note. We technically didn't talk to Volgrim in that water area where we did the challenges. So, off camera, we're going to just go unlock that so we can teleport there whenever we want.
You mean we already did?
Well, we already did.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
It's an FPS now. Look at this shit. Headshot.
Yeah, that gun's pretty bad. You can use it to kill people, but it's just really slow.
You can see why it's not a very good idea in a game where that's mainly focused on you punching the shit out of things or cutting them.
You can snipe like fire hydrants, though.
Yeah. Hey, look
So,
at this.
Don't worry, I will never do this again. I just wanted to show you.
Yeah, it's not good for anything or this shit. It's kind of retarded. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Why you have a gun is beyond me.
It is very... I mean, I guess this whole thing is kind of... Not steampunk, but like futuristic while being like angels and stuff.
It's definitely not steampunk. It's not steampunk. It's
Yeah.
fucking like...
But I mean, it's kind of that dissonance of time periods that steampunk has, but this one's more futuristic and present
But
as
yeah,
opposed to futuristic
you're
and past.
definitely going to see visual games or whatever, like Warhammer influence here.
Well, yeah, this whole game looks like a Warhammer game.
This game is Warhammer as fuck.
Yeah.
And here's semi-out. Still with those retarded looking things.
They're upside down, and I try and kill him here, and it doesn't work, so I give up.
Nope.
I'm a failure.
Did you enjoy yourself? War in the Black Hammer, plucking pigeons.
You see a great many things from inside a prison, Samael.
There is little you can keep from me, horseman. Once I have a mind to know it.
And what do you know of Uriel?
I thought the horsemen were above such earthly pursuits.
She believes I killed Abaddon.
The Hellguard worshipped their fallen lord and leader. And Uriel? Some might say her admiration was less than professional. She will stop at nothing to punish the one responsible.
I fought the demon who killed Abaddon, and he will be punished.
Straga is the strongest of the Chosen. No doubt you'll face him again. He draws power from the spire and won't stand to be away from it for long. With all I have taught you, you might even survive the reunion.
Whose heart would you have, demon?
The Stygian is king of the ancient worms that now plague the Ashlands. It won't be easy. The worms grow well in such fertile ground.
Fertile?
Fertile with death, decay. All the land is covered in it. The ashes of the dead. But you may be in luck. It seems that some fool demons have taken to capturing the worms for sport, and they hunt other creatures as well. The strongest are made to fight in cruel arenas. The demons seek to tame the Stygian, not knowing that within the monster there beats the black heart of the Chosen.
How do the demons avoid the ashworms?
You know of the chronospheres?
A gift of the old ones. It is said that to master the chronosphere is to master time itself. One could stop time, or even move it forward and back.
Indeed. None of the old masters exist, but the demons have learned to use them to a lesser degree. I can grant you a basic understanding of the chronospheres. It won't be much. Perhaps just enough to avoid the worms.
Perhaps.
Perhaps not. What in this life is certain, horseman? Other than our word, of course.
Hey, there we go.
So that's the next boss.
Yeah, we just got some stuff. A kind of throwaway item to slow down time.
A passive ability that lets us activate time slowdown things.
So yeah, that's that, folks.
It's
That's
not
the
as
second-
cool as it sounds. I'm going to say that.
No, that's the second dungeon, folks.
Yep. So we'll see you next time.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Whoever controls the spice.